I've heard it before, and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday Night Primetime. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touch. Back. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready! 60 Bison, 60 Bison, Mustang 19. Let go.
On play action, Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 35 yards.
18, Pioneer.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to be close to another 1st down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll get past the marker. He's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Bills' 10-yard line.
Bronco 80. Rig alert, rig alert. Steady.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Colts, first down.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Makes the score 7. Bills nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Brown now to return it. Whoa! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action here with Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's got his man, and that's Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Forced out wide. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Yards on the play. That's good for the Bills. 1st down.
From the gun, here is Allen. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 28 yards on the gain, and it sets up 1st and goal. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's a run. And he'll get into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable with Taylor. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 19, 18, Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard carry.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run with the rookie from Auburn. And he'll have enough to move the chain. We'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
First and 10.
Ready.
They'll run here with Caleb. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
19 Tiger, Cowboy 80.
A second down throw for Richardson. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Richardson to throw. Throwing on his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Okay, break. Come on, Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Now it's Taylor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, from 37, here's second down and 5. Here's a little hot pass heading to the right. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now finish, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf.
Here is, check out.
On the handoff, running left, that's Taylor. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6.
Panther 11, 19 Tiger, 19. Ready.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of up 2nd and 7.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Here we go, Scott. Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19.
To throw, it's Richardson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Riggs. 70 Timberwolves. Steady.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Harrison. And the Bills are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Cowboy 80, 60 yards. Ready. Cougar 19, Panther 60, Panther 60. Viking 18.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's swung out to ETN. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Now.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
60 Bobcats, 60
First
Bobcats.
down. 1st and 10 at
18
the
ready,
45-yard
18
line.
ready. Hot 70, hot 70. Ready.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Moving to his right. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. Cub 19.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer. Rig alert, rig alert. Let go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On the set.
3rd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come on. Go.
From the gun, Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Brown now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 30.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Allen. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. A run, this is Gilliam. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Riggs, Riggs. Ready?
Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big gainer for Indianapolis. And even 50 yards. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Ready?
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now a handoff, running right. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
Ready, break! Here we go, here we go.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Allen from his own end zone. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. The tight end Kincaid in motion.
Alert, alert, alert!
Allen now on 2nd down. This one, downfield, for Kincaid. A beautiful play and a big chunk play as well. Right to midfield. A big play after being backed up. 47 yards.
First and 10. Alert, alert, alert.
First and 10, and it's Allen. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Again, it's Allen to the air. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen to throw again. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Big play there for the Bills. 36 yards. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Sly now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Bills add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. Oh, a loose football. I believe the Colts were in there to retain possession. Yes, Indianapolis will hold on to the football. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They don't want to repeat a first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
On the give, it's Tracy. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now it's Allen. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Looking downfield for Coleman. And that is incomplete. Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 15-yard line.
Hold it ready. Come on. 18, Rattler. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That's swung out to Etienne. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
60 bucks, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Out of a shotgun. Richardson. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Gotta get this to the 25. Here's third down.
19 Lions. Viking 18.
Here's Richardson. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
13 yards on the play.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
First down.
Warriors 17.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
$18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing, Richardson. Quick hitting slant there. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On second down, here's Etienne. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 4 yards.
19 Tiger, 19 Cougar 19.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
76, ready.
On the bootleg, it's Richardson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's out out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. 33 yards.
Okay, break.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Street. Steady, ready?
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Colts. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his 1st NFL touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
17. Jason Sanders set to go.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To the air once more, it's Allen. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
So, a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. They swing this out wide to Tracy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
This pitch catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Second down, they need 3. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That'll be intercepted. Opportune time, the defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. Here's Richardson, moving outside the pocket, and he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversions.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to put this one away. Brown now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A run to start the 4th quarter, and here's Tracy.
Tyrone Tracy, ball carrier. Technically right at midfield. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It is uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And in motion is Coleman. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Allen goes with a pop pass. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
2nd and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo 18, 19 light, Dragon 60.
On first down, it's Richardson. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Okay, ready?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Deputy! Deputy Lions! Check smash! Check smash! Ready, ready?
From the gun, a give to ETN. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
70 Ranger! 70 Ranger!
That's a gain of 3.
Mustang 19.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Richardson. Left side, that is caught on Warren. And he's down First and 10 now from the 36.
Good for a Colts.
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Richardson to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Steady.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Now a screen set up for ETN. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That one taken in by Mitchell. And he will score. Game on. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. To throw on first and 10, Allen. He'll try to set up the screen here. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It covers 51 yards.
Well, this is the epitome, Mike, of short throw, long run. Everyone talks about the importance of these explosive plays, and of course a lot of them come through the passing game, but you don't always have to throw the ball deep downfield for a big gain. We're seeing more and more of these wide receivers in the NFL that with the ball in their hands, they turn into running backs.
Here's Allen now on first and 10. Well, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. Pass pulled in by Tracy. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
319.
Again, it's Allen to the air. That is caught. What a throw. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Pack the 60. 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Lions.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A second down throw for Richardson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
From the gun, Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Second down, 8 for the 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Richardson forced to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Viking 18. Let's go.
They'll go with Taylor. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. One time out at their disposal, but the more pressing need, that's scored twice. It's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
21-yard line.
Now Richardson. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one complete to Pierce. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 3rd and
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
Crack all 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago.